All right. I need that fan on. I ain't even gonna hold you. Um, what's going on with this energy? What's going on with this energy here? Give me clarity. Allow me to tap in. Let there be no blockages, no negativity. Allow me to hear you clearly. Downloads clearly. Read and perceived clearly. What does the collective need to know about this energy that's come out on the board? Okay. What's good, collective? What's good? Look, listen. You have somebody in your energy that is showing up a little bit obsessed with you, or a whole lot obsessed with you, okay? Because I don't know, but she looked geeked as hell. All right. They could see you as a sweetheart, or you being seen as a sweetheart, possibly by multiple people. I'm not really sure who these people are and how this is going to fit. I believe that you may be showing up as a divine feminine and or starseed or both, okay? And so we're going to tap into this energy, but somebody is definitely obsessed with you. I don't know if this is good obsession or a bad obsession, but we are going to quickly find out, all right? Spirit, give us the answers that we need in this energy. What does the collective need to know about someone that's in their energy that is obsessed with them? Thank you so much for tapping into Midheaven Tarot. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back, Soul Tribe. To my first time viewers, welcome, welcome, welcome. Maybe by the end of this reading, you will make the decision to join the tribe and subscribe, all right? Let's see what's going on, man. Clarify obsession. Real love. Okay. 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 Give me one more. Change. Someone may be obsessed with the changes that they've seen you make. I don't know if this is a past person. They really love the changes that you've stepped into. They also could be seeing you as an individual who has a very good heart. They could be seeing you as someone that they would be very compatible with. This change right here, I'm starting to realize with my readings to just not over assume, because these readings be going left, okay? So we're going to just say at this point that someone is obsessed with you. They think, they feel possibly that you could be somebody that they could love. You vibrate and give off the energy of divine love, okay? Clarify sweetheart. Clarify sweetheart. That's too many. Remember to take it as it resonates. Take the razzle, leave the dazzle. Transition. See, this is what I be talking about. This is shit I be talking about. I don't know what be going on out there in the world, bro. All right, but this doesn't have to be necessarily, DOA transition. It could be that you've made a transition, okay? That you've made a change. So this could be clarifying and confirming this change that they have seen you make. Okay, we're going to keep reading and see what's going on with this transition. Clarify the transition and change energy that this person is observing on the collective. Let's see here. Pathway, distant future. 35 and 36. This has to do something with your journey. Okay? This has something to do with your journey. I don't know how this person knows you. If this is a past person, I'm guess they knowing you personally. If this is someone new in your energy, I don't know how they are observing the change that you have made, but they see the changes that you have made and the journey that you have been on to change something about yourself, and they really love that change that you have made. Clarify, who is this Ice King? Now the Bliss card wanted to come out, so this could be the one that is, this is the Divine Masculine. Okay, okay, okay. Divine Masculine energy is the one that is observing. Now, you could be the Divine Masculine listening to me, and you have been watching someone that you consider to be, or you know someone from your past that you have seen make a beautiful change and become possibly a Divine Feminine, but she's definitely stepped into the frequency of, divine love. You feel like you may love her. You are obsessed, and so far right now, the obsession, because that can go both ways. Now, that could go either way, but the obsession is showing up in the frequency of love. Like, you really have a lot of feelings, a lot of interest for this individual. So just take it how it resonates. You could be the Divine Masculine that is watching me, or you could be the Divine Feminine that is projecting this energy that someone is in your energy is observing and they love it. Okay, clarify the Divine Feminine, please. That came out fast. Twin flame, ascending. Just wanna. Tell me more about this. Now, this could be a twin flame connection, because this could be a beautiful twin flame connection, because I literally have the Divine Masculine, the Divine Feminine, the Ice King, which is the King of Swords, and the Queen of Swords. So, this could be a twin flame if you subscribe to that energy, okay? This could be a high-level soulmate, a high-level divine partner if you don't really get into the twin flame thing, okay? But whatever this is, it's appearing that you all like balance each other, you all complete each other, you all would be, kind of vibrating at a high vibration of love between the two of you. But it's giving that the Divine Masculine energy may be the one that is finally realizing that someone is their twin flame. So this Divine Masculine could be now seeing this sweetheart who could be a past person, right? Maybe she showed up as an Ice Queen before. Y'all might be obsessed with each other, to be honest. Y'all might be outright obsessed with each other, but this could be a Divine Masculine who is now seeing a Divine Feminine, or his Divine Feminine, as the twin flame that she always was. Okay, something's taking place where this twin flame connection, or this high level divine partnership is ascending, it's elevating. All right, give me some more on the Ice Queen. Health concerns. Okay, now this is feeling like another energy. Tell me more. Because somebody's sick over it. Because somebody moved on. Now this Ice Queen is not this. It's not a part of this twin flame. This Ice Queen is another energy who has been left behind from one of these two people. Okay? Clarify starseed. Governance, because both of these two people, the Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine, they are both showing up as star seeds. Okay, this is their governance, right? This is the rule that is on them. This is the energy that is on them. This is the decision that this is what they show up as. All right, they are both star seeds. And so this Ice Queen has been left out. I don't know by who yet. I don't know by who. Clarify courthouse. This is also given destiny, like something was destined, like something in the process of this connection. This is giving third party, okay? But the process of this journey between these individuals and collective, you take it how it resonates, whichever part you play. But this was something that was destined, all right? This is something that has been divinely orchestrated and divinely ordered. Tell me more. Courthouse. Somebody is sick about being left, though. House. Yeah. This has been established by the stars, if you will. This has been established by divine orchestration. All right. Now, let's see. This individual here is not enjoying something. They sick about something. I don't know what. They probably done lost somebody, but it wasn't for them. Whoever this is that has walked away from or moved on from this Ice Queen, they were not written in the stars for this individual, and it's one of these two people. Who is the Ice Queen? I don't know if let me see. Is this the deck I want to use? You got divine intervention on the split of the deck. Let me see. What's going on with this Ice Queen? Why is she this Queen of Swords? Give me more information. Give me more energy on this Ice Queen. This Queen of Swords, please, Spirit. Brand new. Yeah. So there possibly is a twin flame connection that is stepping into a brand new cycle with each other. Okay. This is also giving me that someone cut the cord. Someone cut a cord on this Ice Queen. They cut some sort of a tie that they had to it. Who cut the cord? Who cut the cord on the Ice Queen? Because she is not happy about that shit at all. Who cut the cord on the Ice Queen? Give me the energy of this divine masculine, please. Big break. It's looking like it's him. It's looking like it's him. He cut the cord on this Queen of Swords. I mean, which would make, oh, right. Thank you, Spirit. Would make sense because in this energy, he is partnered with her. But in his divine masculinity, he is partnered with his twin flame, who is a divine feminine. Okay, so he is the one that has stepped away from this Queen of Swords. Got you. All right, cool. That makes sense. I mean, it could have made sense either way, right? Give me more energy on the divine masculine. He is looking at something like this is his opportunity. He's having some sort of a life-changing moment. Maybe he's coming to a realization about something concerning his who he should have been with the whole time. Okay, he could be having a status upgrade. He could be coming out of this King of Swords energy, stepping into his divine masculinity. And as he's stepping into his divine masculinity, his twin, a divine feminine, okay, is starting to actually make more sense to him because she has since stepped into her divine femininity, which is given she was always in her divine femininity, because this Ice Queen and her in this divine feminine is not the same energy. Okay, so she may have always been in her divine femininity. Okay, so we got a runner chaser dynamic here. The toxic masculine at the time goes off with the toxic feminine, okay? And then he starts to heal, or he starts to grow, or he starts to evolve. He has some sort of upgrade. Yeah. Some sort of elevation. He moves to the next level from the King of Swords to the divine masculine. And now he can see clearly where he should be and where he should have always been. Tell me about the divine feminine. False alarm. Now, the divine feminine, if you are listening to me, then you could have you could have like not, you could have been not aware at all as to what was going to happen in this connection. For those of you who do follow twin flame connections, since it's out here on the board, I'm gonna just speak of it in those terms. You know how crazy they can be when, when you meet your twin, right? They could be crazy in the beginning, okay? So it's given that the divine feminine, something transpired that is now showing up as a false alarm. Maybe possibly you thought this divine masculine or this ice king was not going to make the upgrades that he has made. You know what I mean? Like in the beginning of twin flame connections, you just really don't know, because not all twin flames, first off, are romantic. Not all twin flames, secondly, actually make their way back to each other. Okay, so sometimes they do actually part, and one or the both, or one goes off on another timeline, and by the time one wakes up, and it's usually the masculine. Okay, usually the divine feminine is the first to actually grow. She's the first to actually tap into the twin flame energy, and so she knows full well what's going on, while he, male or female, while the masculine doesn't really know what's going on, and he just kind of goes off, life as usual, right? And then he has some sort of an awakening. He has some sort of an upgrade in his energy, because he cannot stop thinking about her, even though he's with her. And this is where the obsession comes in. Okay. And this obsession that he has had for this divine feminine is what has prompted him into this divine masculine energy. There's been a lot of change. There's been a lot of change. This is actually turning out to be beautiful, and I hope it don't go left. Okay? But we're going to read it now. But it seems like there's been a lot of changes that this divine masculine has made and is making. He let someone go, but he's realizing that who he let go is his future. And he's trying to transition back into this life of this divine feminine. Okay, so the divine feminine could have, maybe experienced a little bit of panic. You know what I'm saying? Maybe experienced a little bit of grief. If this is you in the collective, I don't even need to really define this false alarm, because if you're in a twin flame connection or anything close to it, like a soulmate, like a divine partner, and it's not quite working out in the beginning, you know exactly what this false alarm feels like, right? But it's panicky, because you have to assume the chaser dynamic for a while, and then you cut that off, right? You go off into your life and wait for them to catch up if they choose to. Clarify false alarm with the divine feminine. Divine timing. See, because divine timing was always at play. And this is what the divine feminine has the job of learning, right? The divine feminine has the job of learning to let divine timing happen when it comes to her divine masculine twin. She can't force it. So some of you, if you are in the divine feminine aspect, you could have been trying to force it. You could have been chasing. You could have been trying to almost force him to see that you all had this kind of high level commitment, and he couldn't see it. Okay. So there was some sort of false alarm, and you just had to let divine timing have its way. It says clickbait, shocking, you won't believe this story, misleading headlines, empty promises, exaggerated truths, not what it seems. Now, for some of you, I'm picking up another storyline, okay? For some of you divine feminines, you pretty much have wrote this off. You have wrote this connection off because you felt like this was a false twin. You felt like you felt like it was a false twin. So, I mean, something is about to come back around with this connection though. Something is about to come back around with this connection. If it hasn't already, it's going to come back around with this connection because this individual has absolutely made a change. It's the love that he felt that forced him to make a change, which that's usually how it happens. Because a lot of times when they're in this King of Swords energy, they feel like, a female is a female, a dude is a dude, whoever is whoever, and they don't really realize that this is a union, this is a connection that's just not comparable and cannot be replaced. And that's the lesson they have to learn, that you can't just remove your divine feminine aspect from your life and replace her with a Queen of Swords and think that it's going to vibrate the same. Think that you're not going to be able to think about her. Think that you're not going to be obsessing over the divine feminine. You are. You can't. It's not replaceable. You understand? So it feels like this divine masculine has made some sort of a step up in his energy. This connection could still be going through a transition, right? Because he is upgrading and the divine feminine is still kind of sitting in that energy of this was a false alarm. This was a false alarm. This was a false twin. And the whole time you got an ice queen over here needing to be on an IV drip. Okay? She need to be on an IV drip. I don't know. And they might need to put a little more than some saline in that bag. They need to put something else. I don't know. But she need to be on the IV drip because somebody has walked away from her or somebody is about to. There's some sort of tie here, some sort of connection that she has been cut out of or is about to be. Tell me more about the Ice Queen. What's she sick over besides being cut off? Deja vu. Repeating patterns, familiar lessons, unresolved issues. We've been here before. So she looks like she is the one that's also having to learn a karmic lesson. Okay? Yeah, and see, this is kind of like how sometimes when you're in a twin flame connection, right? You kind of only think about you and that person, but this connection is so divinely orchestrated that anybody that is put in place or used as a replacement, they also have to learn a karmic lesson. They don't get away, from the lesson that comes with two people who are destined to be together in a twin flame connection. Like where the divine feminine had someone at one time, that person had to learn a lesson. He had someone, had her, she has to learn a lesson because they are destined. Okay, destined. And only they can change that and rewrite that. Only they can. Clarify. Give me one more on the Ice Queen. Over here with her IV drip and her bags under her eyes. She feels hustled. She feels hustled. She feels played with. She can't sleep because she's being cut away from this energy of his energy. Now, this could be a situation where he and her are still together, but he is upgrading. It feels like if there's anything going on between him and her, they're still together. She's kind of having this little breakdown here because, for one, most women know when the heart of their man belongs to somebody else. Most women can sniff that out easily. Even if he think he's hiding it well, she can sniff that out easily. Okay? So if they are still together, these two, then she is feeling the brunt of him stepping into his divine masculine energy, because she is not stepping into her divine feminine energy. And even if she did, she cannot be this divine feminine. This divine feminine is his twin. She can step into her divine feminine energy and still not be able to keep him, because it's not written in the stars for her. Okay, but this is given that she's not really even doing that. She absolutely feels hustle. This is a twin flame connection that is in a transitional period. A lot of cycles are being broken. I'm seeing that on the bottom of the deck. A lot of cycles are being broken. Give me the energies between, where's that other deck? Oh, here we go. Give me the energies between the divine masculine and the divine feminine. And I want to use this other one too. Let me see. Where's you at? Okay. Give me some energies between this twin flame connection. How does the divine masculine feel about the divine feminine? Relax. He may want her to kind of relax, and she may have her guards up because she is still kind of she may be in shock, yo. There could have been communication between the two of them that has absolutely shocked her, because she thought this was a false alarm. She thought this was a false, like, twin. Okay? In divine timing, there's been some sort of message that possibly he has come through with, that he recognizes that they are twins, that he is growing, that he is evolving, that he is changing. Okay, that he still loves her, that he can't stop thinking. It's like it could have been all kind of things, and she may be in shock, like she can't believe it. So he may want her to just kind of relax, like, I get it now. I get it now. I got it. I understand. Like, you're not replaceable for me. Okay? Tell me more. He also wants to heal whatever heartbreak that he has caused her. He wants whatever heartbreak that he has caused her by the decisions that he made while he was sitting as a King of Swords, possibly using his logic and not his heart at all. And logically, she may actually, he may have seen something in her that made more logical sense, but it doesn't make heart sense. And that's the thing, that a lot of times, masculine energies, whether they be male or female, masculine, when you're leading and sitting and projecting into the world with that masculine energy, that's what masculine energy has to learn. He has to learn how to tap into his feminine energy, which is at his heart center. Okay, he will lead with logic and reason. And sometimes logic and reason, when it comes to matters of the heart, that's not where you're supposed to be. You're not supposed to be in your head. You're supposed to be in your chest. Okay? You're supposed to be in your chest cavity. And so a lot of masculines will avoid that because they don't really understand that energy, and they think logically, I could just get another woman. Logically, I could just replace her. Logically, all women are the same. But not when you run up across this divine feminine. No, sir. No, sir. And not when you have a predestined and predetermined twin flame connection. Okay, he could have a lot of passion for her. I have adventure and right path. So again, and then here's divine timing. Attraction. Like, the attraction was just too much. It's just too much for him to continue to pretend like he doesn't feel, he doesn't see. But there's something about this whole situation that divine timing has been at play, and that is usually what takes place in twin flame connections. Okay, it's, you gotta be patient. The divine feminine has to have the patience of a, I don't know, just patience, honey, just patience. Okay, how does the divine feminine feel about the divine masculine right now? She wants an apology, or she has received one. She may be embracing an apology. Okay. She wants an apology. She may feel she needs to apologize for something. I don't know what, but nobody's perfect, and even the divine feminine can be a little bit forceful, you know, in growing as a divine feminine of a twin flame connection. Sometimes you come to the realization that you might have been a little bit, you know, controlling, trying to, you know, push a square peg into a round hole type energy, you know what I mean? And while this individual needed to go off and see it for himself, you know, the divine feminine can show up in all kinds of energies because she didn't get what she wanted at that time. So she could feel like she owes him an apology. She could be wanting an apology. She could be choosing to accept an apology. She could be shocked that the apology has come, right? Let's see. Secrets. Secrets, closure. And I feel like this is because, you know, if you're in the divine feminine energy, you could be, again, wanting an apology or giving one, or feeling the need to give one, because you may feel like you let go of this person energetically. Now, not physically. Not, I'm not answering the calls, because the divine feminine, most often, she does have to actually pull away from engaging with the King of Swords while he is in this energy, while he is using his logic, and over here with this one using her logic, and everybody using their logic, and nobody want to go into their heart center. She has to pull away from the whole dynamic when it comes to him. But energetically, she may have to do that as well, or she may feel like, or she may have felt like she needed to secretly bring closure to this connection. She may also be apologizing. I'm not really picking that up, but I'm going to put it out here because this is a collective reading. You could be a divine feminine who is going to, who is basically saying, I'm sorry, but I've already brought closure to this. You know, I don't believe you're my twin. You could still be sitting in this was a false alarm, karmic situation, karmic twin, possibly karmic soulmate, whatever, and I'm moving on. Let me get some more about that, because is there anything right now that is hindering the divine masculine and the divine feminine from being together, or are they making it work? I don't know. I'm feeling like she might be pushing him away. Like she secretly brought closure to this connection. Again, this doesn't have to be a legitimate twin flame. Now, that's what came out. This could be somebody who you felt it was that, and now you feel like it's not. Please take the message how it resonates, okay? What they doing? What they doing? Are they working this out, or I mean, connections? Connections. Okay. So they may be in communication. They may be in communication Real passion. Okay, wait a minute now. Ow. Ow. Yeah, I feel like freedom. And balance. I really, 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 really from this message, I really get that this is a successful twin flame connection. I feel like y'all have gone through, you and your person, whether you be the masculine listening to me or whether you be the divine feminine. I feel like you and your person have gone through your separate journeys. You've pretty much gone through what most twin flames go through with the runner and chaser phase, the denial phase, the fuck him, fuck her phase, the I'm gonna go over here and get me somebody else. Y'all have gone through it all with each other. Even the thinking that you have brought closure to something, but realizing like no, I haven't, because now this person has stepped into his divine masculinity, and there's a lot of obsession and a lot of attraction and a lot of passion. Like y'all really realize right now, like this always was love. Okay, so this is giving me that, yeah, y'all are absolutely working it out. There's good change and good progress that's being made. I love this for y'all. I love this. Clarify connections. Offerings. Mm-hmm. Real passion. Give and take. See, this is what I'm talking about. Oh, yes. This how you do this here. This how you do this. Unfortunately, your girl over here on the IV drip is going to have to go through this karmic lesson, okay? And it may not even be like that she tried to intervene. I'm not picking any of that up. I'm picking up that this is a quintessential twin flame connection. Very typical twin flame connection. They can be a little atypical and they can be weird, all right? But this is one of those that's kind of written, you know, it's written in the books, like this is how this is supposed to work. This divine masculine, this ice king has gone into his divine masculine energy, and now he is vibrating at the same vibration as his divine feminine, and they can actually move forward into a very passionate connection, a very balanced connection. This is dope. Clarify freedom. Progress, yeah. Y'all are moving into a very liberated season of this connection. Mm-hmm. Clarify harmony. Yep. And you're harmonizing any sort of outside forces. Y'all have balanced the outside forces individually that were like plaguing you, that were troubling you. Y'all have brought a lot of harmony individually, and now this connection can go forth like without all of this interference. And y'all know how to balance things when things are like, looking a little wonky, because at the end of the day, y'all both of you now know what this connection is, and to honor it. Y'all recognize that this is a destined connection. This was destined. It's established by the stars. It's an established connection by the stars. Mm-hmm. Clarify star seed. I'm gonna get one card on that, but that's self-explanatory to me. Governance, courthouse and house. Expression. Yeah. Yeah. Y'all are expressing your cosmic spirit soul energy is being expressed through the two of you physically in the third dimension. Okay, that's exactly. And did I just say written by the stars? I thought I had said that. I said something about something being written. I said this is a twin flame connection that is like by the book. Yep. Investment. It's written that y'all were going to make this investment into each other and go down this path with each other. Let's see what y'all talking about. Let's get some messages out here. Now, what does, I don't know, poor baby, this Ice Queen over here, bless her heart. Oh my goodness. Ooh, I don't even know what to tap in with her. She over here on an IV drip, probably needs some antibiotics, and I'm speaking all of that metaphorically, okay? Because she is really hurting. Something feels very familiar about this relationship that she had with him. This is possibly something she's gone through with other guys, and not necessarily from the perspective of she's dated other men who were twin flames with other women, but just going through the thing with the dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like how guys can be. But this right here is a bit different because there was something else there is someone else that he was destined to be with. So she is hurting. She is definitely hurting. If you are the Ice Queen, because I just heard the Spirit say pull some messages in case it is this Ice Queen that is listening to me, what do you advise for her to do? Because girlfriend feels hustled out of her man. Clarify, what is your advice for the Ice Queen, Spirit? Have courage. Okay? Have courage that you can overcome this. So if you are the Ice Queen listening to me, have courage. Recognize, this message may help you recognize, because these two people may or may not be walking around calling each other twin flames, okay? But this message may help you recognize if you are showing up in the energy of the Ice Queen and you are watching this. Spirit wants you to have courage and know that you can overcome this. All right. They also, through this reading are helping you to understand that these two people were destined to be together. This has nothing to do with the fact that you weren't good enough. This has nothing to, because to be honest, if it was just logic involved, if it was just logic, you and him balanced each other out logically. But love is a matter of the heart, okay? And especially when you have a destined relationship, it has more to do with the heart. These relationships will defy logic. Twin flame relationships defy logic altogether. Okay? Because you meet somebody and you almost instantaneously fall for them. You might almost instantaneously feel a certain familiarity and a certain connection, and you can't get over it. Even no matter how hard you try, you can't. Okay, you have a hard time. All right, and this is when a twin flame connection doesn't have any other funky junky monkey business on it, because you have some twins who go off and do funky junky monkey business. All right, and then it's usually the divine feminine who absolutely has to say, nah, the contract is broken. Like I can't go back into that. Okay, that's a whole separate situation. That's not what's happening here. What's happening here is that these people have walked the path of their twin flame journey, and they are now being rewarded with each other. That's what's happening here. But this is not any sort of like a reflection on you being hustled, or you feeling like this is a familiar situation where men don't do what they say they're going to do and da-da-da-da-da. Okay, it may be appearing that way, but Spirit wants me to let you know that this was different for him and her. This was different. And so you may have some, learning here that you have to do yourself, but they want you to be encouraged and to know and have the courage that you can get over this situation, that you will overcome the loss of this relationship. Okay, tell me more, Spirit. What does the Queen of Swords need to know? Looking. Success. So they want you to start looking towards your success, towards a brighter future, towards new beginnings for yourself. There's a lot of prosperity ahead of you. All right. You are on the right track. You are still on the right track. It's just, eh, you know, yeah. Because look, you have split of the deck, rewards. You also have protection. Okay. So self-care is going to be needed here for the Queen of Swords. So if you are her, taking some time to nurture yourself, to build yourself back up, to understand that this individual who you may have been in a relationship with was destined to be with someone else. And I know when we love somebody, or when we feel like someone is our person, or we have a connection with somebody, because I can't say y'all didn't have one, because it's showing up here that you did. You understand what I'm saying? Nobody's in the reverse. That's what I like about this. Although I don't take these cards in the reverse, nobody showed up in the reverse to begin with. You know what I mean? So, yeah, all right. That's what the spirit wants the Queen of Swords to know, in case you are watching and you resonate with that energy. All right. We're going to get some love messages out here between the divine masculine and the divine feminine. What does the divine masculine want the divine feminine to know? I remember the first day we met like it was yesterday. And see, this is the obsessiveness that I be talking about. Okay. This is the real deal situation between twin flame connections. It is very difficult, next to impossible, for them to forget each other. All right. It's really hard. If next to impossible. Okay. Unless you had some funky junky monkey business. I never believed in soulmates, but then I met you. Exactly. See, he didn't believe this. Divine Feminine, if you are watching, it was never a false alarm. He is just a masculine, and he didn't really understand. If you said something to him about him being your twin, he ain't know what you was talking about. He ain't believing all that. He didn't. But what made him have to reevaluate it is that he couldn't forget you. Out of all of the possible other women that he have dealt with, including this Queen of Swords, okay, you occupied his mind, his energy, his heart space. Like, you occupied him to the point that he had to sit and think, like, what is this? Maybe there's something to this twin flame stuff. Maybe I am in the wrong place with the wrong person. And boom, there you have it, right? He begins to go on his journey to really acknowledge it. To acknowledge it. And it brings about a change. Okay? What does the divine feminine want the divine masculine to know? Even though we are so different, I feel so connected to you. And this is probably what you've been saying since the beginning. This is what I'm getting from that. You've been saying to this divine masculine from the beginning that you felt very connected, even though he's very different from you. And that would make sense, because you're here showing up in the lead energy as a divine feminine. He wasn't in his divine masculine when y'all met. Okay, y'all may not necessarily, like, if, as the connection goes, and as y'all kind of reconnect and explore the passion and kind of relax and let it all go, you're gonna realize you don't have that much in indifference to each other. You're not that very much different, because he's now in his divine masculine energy. Okay, which means he has access to his divine femininity. He knows how to express his heart. He knows how to show you how he feels. He knows not to run from it, because it ain't nowhere to go. Okay? This is your divine partner. What else does the divine feminine want the divine masculine to know? I feel at home with you. Again, this is giving the energy that this is something she's been She's been communicating, and she's still communicating. Like, she has always felt like it was supposed to be him to begin with. This is beautiful, collective. Please take the message how it resonates. Thank you so much for tapping in with me. If you are a first-time viewer and you have not joined the tribe, go ahead and do that and join the tribe. Subscribe, hit that subscribe button, turn on your notification bell. Please shoot this video, this message, a thumbs up. Okay, leave a comment. Let me know how it resonated for you. You know what I'm saying? And I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace, family.